Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I had some technical problems, but alhamdulillah, it's okay now. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين وصلى اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. We have been studying section Sa'd, and now the last part of section Sa'd is about the Adam's story in the Qur'an, or as we understand our story in the Qur'an. So we studied until the verse 76, and Satan is speaking, or Iblis is speaking now. Iblis said, I am better than him. You created me from fire and created him from clay. Of course, we notice Iblis is not denying that it is created. So what I understand from here, my egoistic side may still confirm that it is created, but this is just the starting point. It doesn't mean much. So, of course, without accepting the creator, we cannot go ahead at all. But accepting that there must be a creator really doesn't solve human problems. No, it is essential, but doesn't solve human problems. So we shouldn't say that I believe in God, so still I'm a believer and my world is not really going well. My life is not going well. Or I have some sort of problem still. Yes, because this God must be brought into my life, the creator. So I have to attach my existence to the creator. But still, which kind of existence or which part of our existence must be attached to its creator? Now, Iblis represents the approach that I am attributing the existence of my substance, That is, again, another stage. They say that my body is created. It needs to be created, which is usually referred to by many Muslims, or somehow those people who relate themselves to the Qur'an. I call them students of the Qur'an, but students of the Quran doesn't mean they're expert on the Quran. For example, a primary school or elementary school child can say, I am studying mathematics, or I don't know, whatever the subject they study. Yeah, he is the he is or she is a student of mathematics. But it doesn't mean it is completed. So what we say, yeah, those people who respect the Quran as God's word, but most of them don't make the distinction between Quran and Mus'haf. They reduce Quran to Mus'haf. But that is the capacity of the people. We understand they will be responsible within their capacity. None of my business, but I have to make the distinction between the Qur'an and Musaf. The book. It is in the book form, paper and cover of the paper, and written. The speech of God is written in the form of writings. That is just created. Musaf is something that you and I can write. So, like the body of the speech of God. Or that the body means I put it into a body. Yeah, I have to refer it to God, saying that this body which is written here belongs to God's speech, but it is the body form of it. But we have to have the speech of God in our understanding, whatever. That is the detail. Let's not go there. Now, Iblis is comparing between Adam and himself, because he is emphasizing on the bodily existence side of it. The comparison is right. Bodily side, Iblis is made up of, by definition, fire, and Adam is made up of clay. So fire is really, maybe in many aspects, has better qualities in existence than the earth or clay. But does it justify his claim? The Quran will say no. Why? Most important aspect of our existence is related to our human side. Bodily side is nothing different from a tree, from a cat or dog, any other animal. Yeah, body is made up, or their body also is made up by clay, from clay.
The comparison is not good, right? In existence, once you
No, it is not the comparison. But what is missing here for us? We have to take for example, if I'm talking about the tree, I shouldn't reduce the existence of the tree to its body, its qualities, three qualities: life, and the structure of the cells, and the reproduction of the cells themselves, reproducing themselves. This quality must be taken into consideration. And human being, what I am looking at this matter from my responsibility perspective, or my responsibility, I'm looking at that. What is important for me, not to accept that the universe, this is important, but what I must take into consideration seriously. The universe is a creator, correct. Nothing wrong, correct. And my body has a creator, that is also correct. So far, I am equal to Iblis. Iblis is a believer. He says, I believe in the Quranic narration. So I may be still Iblis until I pay attention to my human side, until I pay attention to the qualities of a tree, in the example tree, or anything else really. So I have to look at the human side communicates with the, how do you say, qualities, that angelic side we say in this class, qualities of the objects. So bodily relationship means really nothing, because when I die, this bodily relationship will come to an end and go back to clay again, earth again. So it is not very important. What is important? All my feelings, my human qualities, intellect, feelings, and my conscience, which is in the language of the Qur'an, ruh, spirit. What is who is the creator of it? Who owns it? Now, if I accept that God created the universe, okay, God created my body, okay, but still I am owning my own human side. I'm not owning my body, saying it is created by God. That is why in scientific studies, we have to understand what they are missing. They are iblis, yeah, satanic approach. They don't take notice of the qualities of the things and question their existence, because they cannot put by their own principles, they cannot put the qualities of the objects, for example, human side, our spirit, into lab and study that. So there is no causal relationship in the existence of my soul. For example, I ate this vitamin or food, as a result, my body is healthy or unhealthy, whatever. There's a causal relationship. But that is causal relationship means really I can attribute something to another thing of the universe. But when it comes to human spirit, I attribute it to where? There is no causal relationship there. That is why they are tricky. They speak with a tricky language that we have to watch out and be very careful. They don't mention human spirit. They try to reduce, of course, they cannot deny that we are not only bodies. What they do, they are trying now to do the human side, human feelings, reduced to the function of brain cells. Again, looking for a cause, so make it a scientific study, not relating to their source of existence. This is important to deny the source of existence of our human side. We have to understand that we are not as superior in this example to Iblis or Satan when Adam was sent to, or our spirit is put into body, means Adam is sent to the earth. But that means my spirit came to the earth. It means into my body. Now, through my body, now my spirit is functioning. If there was, that is important, if there was no tool in the hand of spirit, spirit cannot function. For example, something happens that I lost my one of my senses, God forbid. And although my spirit wants to hear, wants to see, but if there was no physical tool, ear or eye, it can see. That is why after I die, definitely my spirit needs body, tool. Resurrection is necessary. Otherwise, I will be not functional at all. My spirit alone is not functional at all. Its quality. So we have to be careful that we have to bring the creator to our human side. And it is so important in the process of the analysis of other steps of understanding what I am, who I am. It is important to understand that my feelings do not belong to me. It belongs to the creator. all my human qualities, whatever they have, for example, simple examples, of course, I like this, I don't like this, I approve it, I disapprove with that. All right. We say, I like it. That is what Iblis is missing. You don't like it. The sense of like is given to you. The Creator lets you like something through your spirit. Directly, Creator is the agent. You are only, how do you say, driver using the steering wheel. But car is going. But where does the car go? Wherever you turn the steering wheel, it goes there. You cannot say, I am going there. No, car is going there. You are sitting in it. You are just sitting in it. But steering wheel is in your hand, free will. That is why I always say, I always repeat it, I'm not tired of it. Human beings must be very much aware of his or her free will. Now, car is already given. Car is already functioning. So what am I doing then? The steering wheel is under your control. That is the source of responsibility. Steering wheel. But does when I turn the steering wheel, does the steering wheel help car to function? Engine? No. No. It doesn't function. It doesn't add anything to the action of the car. Only direction is changed. But car is working itself already. It's interesting, isn't it? That's we have to say that I am responsible because I'm sitting on the driver's seat. Car doesn't belong to me. All my feelings don't belong to me. So, for example, I say, you know, the horrible things are happening in the world. Calamities are happening in the world, right? And it is horrible. I don't like it. No, it is not you who doesn't like it. It is the creator of this feeling teaches you not to like it. That's why our understanding, or the philosophers' understanding of predestination, or they call it, no, we call it not predestination, we call it qadar, predestination. Sorry? Divine destination, or divine what?
Determining.
Yeah, thank you very much. Divine determining. Why cannot solve it? Because they don't acknowledge that feelings do not belong to me. I am only responsible to change their direction, this way or another way. My brain works like the car is working. But I am responsible to employ my brain, my intellect, to find out evidence, whatever I choose. My perspective, my view of the things, all depends on my choice, but all abilities, potentialities, none of them belong to me. So I have to say, if I don't like something, I have to admit that my creator is teaching me not to like it. So if I like something, so I shouldn't say, I have no right to say that, for example, I am very sorry that my mother is very sick. No, God is sorry for it. Teaching you. God is not happy with it, but he will take care of it. Now, but you cannot. I mean, physically you do something, but you cannot create health, cure. Yeah, you go and take whatever God created and use your free will and give it to your mom. She will swallow it with her free will. The result is completely created by the creator of the medicine, creator of the body, creator of the illness, nothing to do with me. If we understand this matter, our life will have no problem, no stress, no worry, no criticism of qadar. Why is it happening to me? Why me always chose put into trouble? Which kind of merciful God he is? No. God is operating, not me. God is teaching me, just look, I don't want this. I want this. That is my preference. Watch out for your free will. Don't criticize it. Try to understand my wisdom in the existence of anything. So Iblis is the best example for us why he is saying, I am better. Look, sense of better or worse belongs to Iblis, right? And a khayrun min. And I would say, I mean, what are we expected to say? Of course, this comparison is completely false. Reducing Adam to its material substance, like today's scientists. Yeah, that is Iblistic attitude, really trick. I am better. He can easily say, I am better. But angelic side looks at the angelic side of human beings. Right? What they will say, I am better, he is better. No. If you didn't teach me anything, we don't know anything. We can only know what you taught us. Beautiful attitude. If we know something, I wouldn't say I know it. I would say God taught me. That is angelic approach. Because all this creation, all of them now, the universe as in its entirety must be attributed to its creator. My body must be attributed to its creator. But this is nothing more than what Iblis represents here. I have to come to my spirit, the spirit or the spiritual side of the creation, qualities of the creation. I have to ask the quality, what is the source of existence of life? What is the source of existence of growth? What is the source of existence of taste, smell? What is the source of existence of my worries, my hopes, my aspirations? These are the points that we have to pay attention if we do not want to remain at the level of Iblis. So we'd say as if Satan whispers, now we are in body now, so we have to talk Satan in the language of the Qur'an. So Satan is whispers into us, and we follow him or not follow him. Satan is whispering us here. Iblis is whispering us. Reduce the existence to its matter and deprive it. Don't see its qualities manifested in its existence. God said, look at the response is interesting because directly God says, get out of here. You are rejected. You see, although he accepted the creator, he is rejected because he did, what did he did? All his conclusions, he attributed his conclusions better or worse, like, dislike, yeah, to himself. Although he accepted his material body, fire, is created by Allah. So get out of it. It's a big responsibility to me. Well, because even when sometimes we read some books, and the Qur'an says there are signs within you and outside of you, you know. في الآفاق وفي أنفسكم. Look, in the creation of the world out there, and in your creation, there was how wonderful your eye is, how wonderful your, I don't know, nose is. They're iblistic. I'm not saying that they are bad people. They miss the point. Quran doesn't mean that. Because when I say I accept that the universe is created by a creator who's called God. The universe includes my body as well. But the angelic side, meaning that the universe transfers through its qualities, and my angelic side, my human qualities, doesn't belong to matter, and therefore we don't have any cause in this world for their existence. That is why scientists cover it up, kafara. That's why what they do. Even the scientists sometimes they say, no, you know, when you look at the universe, there may be something, but it doesn't matter. We have to still study the universe and benefit from it. It means exploit it, you know, consume it, but don't take don't take notes of the qualities of the things, so that it will definitely drive you to accept the creator who is functioning right now in the body of the tree, in the body of a cat, and in my body. Right now, because these qualities cannot be attributed to any other so-called quote-unquote cause in this world. So we cannot really dispense of them. Okay.
Dr. Lee, we have a question in the chat box.
What?
Oh, lots of questions. Arona, good question. Afshan Haq. Okay, thank you. Salam Ali, alaykum salam. What about the verse, it is possible that you like a thing that is good for you and you love a thing that is bad for you? That is, while I am using my free will, it's a very good question, by the way. While I am using my free will, I am using the criteria I invented for myself. For example, to have a lot of money is good. To have my children be very successful and become an engineer or doctor, it's excellent. Who said that? Who said that? You distorted your purpose of existence. Got it? That is what this verse says. Don't be careful not to distort the definition of good or bad. Good or bad according to the purpose of our existence. Must be. Do you think I am created, or my children, the people are crazy about the education of their children, like I was? Not crazy, more than crazy. How do you say? Mad. where it is just, I realized it was just a stupid thing to waste my time. About education, why? If my child becomes has a very good profession and makes a lot of money, it is good. Who said that? I'm not created here to make more money. I'm not created here to have a profession, but I am created to use my money, to use my profession in order to fulfill the purpose of my existence. Now, this distorted attribution of good or bad is, in this verse, is, say the word, rejected or
Dissolved.
no, rejected. No. So be careful which criterion you are using. How do you define yourself, your existence? All the problem is, how do you define the purpose of your existence? Be careful. That's why God's guidance, speech is needed. He must, so my Creator must make or give me guidance, must help me to develop my own values. Now, what is the target of the aim of my existence, my life? What am I going to be successful in? Okay. If the sense of like and dislike are from our Creator, yeah, why is this verse telling us? I think, as far as I can do, this is in that is translate. I mean, explained somehow. If it is not still, if it is not clear, ask. Dr. Ali, what's this Dr. Ali? So Ali is referring to innate. Isra is giving an answer. Her answer, let's read it respectfully. Ali is referring to innate likes, dislikes. We like health. We like our loved ones' health. We are concerned with fellow, I have to wear my glasses. We are concerned with fellow living beings' well-being. We dislike injustice, for example. But still, disliking injustice is God is disliking injustice, letting me know through my sense. Because the sense is directly given to me by God. That's why I said, I breathe into clay, your body, from my spirit. Directly His functioning. But I may distort it. I have free will. Yeah. Thank you. Avsha, what is innate and what is not? How can we distort? Okay, Avsha, we have divine guidance from revelation that resonates inwardly. The more we are aligned, we can discern better. Of course, in order to Isra, in order to feel the need for divine guidance, you have to go previously many other stages, so that you say, I need divine guidance. But the necessity of divine guidance is essential to us, but we have to realize it. Otherwise, you cannot say, you need divine guidance. No, we have to define human beings, we have to define the reality of existence, etc. And then say, look, I think there are some questions that we cannot get the answer, and we cannot assure that this answer is correct or not. So we have to refer these questions to the one, be careful here, to the one who gave me the capacity to ask questions, the creator of the questions, ability to question. So I have to understand that whoever gave me this capacity, this potentiality, ability, let's say, whoever gave me the ability to ask this question, that it will be, whatever the content of the question is, it will be my problem. And if I cannot find it in this world, because I am asking the word, why am I created? The word says nothing. But the word only says, no, our creator is wonderful. Look at your quality of your existence. Isn't it wonderful? That's it. But why am I created? Silent. So I have to search for it. I am a person who doesn't mind really speaking freely, not with any accepted status. While I'm thinking, I must be very free. So not necessarily that I have to go and refer my questions to the Qur'an. No, if you don't like it, but one thing is extremely important, essential, the guidance from the Creator of my questioning quality must be somewhere. I say, if you don't like the Quranic answer, look for it. It must be, because your existence, the existence of your question needs a creator. Yeah. Can you find the existence of your question, any cause here in this world? When you have this, for example, I don't know, anything, I don't know, if you eat more meat, also your quality of questioning will develop or improve. No, you have to use all the capacities given to you. I think this, thank you, very helpful. It is clear now. Thank you, Afshan. Oh, it's excellent. Well, asking the question is excellent. Farah, go ahead.
With the example of Iblis believing that it is created, but not attributing, in this case, its feelings to the creator, was reminding me of asking myself, would man or human being be able to be committed to establishing the existence of the creator and not attaching causes to things without revelation? So, for example,
I understand.
So without revelation, I understand that there must be a creator, but without revelation, will a human being be able to say, remain aware of that reality consistently? And I was thinking in that respect, that's one question I feel that one needs revelation to make sure or make certain and to train oneself in a way that they do not fall into the constant error or making an error about.
Yeah, thank you. Now, I remember studying this subject long ago. So, necessity of the existence of a creator is already given to human being. It means in my spirit. My spirit is qualified to come to the conclusion that the universe must have a cause of existence. I must have a cause of existence. My feelings must have a cause of existence. It means necessity of the existence of the universe is within the capacity of human intellect, which is created with this capacity. But which kind of creator he is, qualities of the creator, and my relationship, my means not my body, my spirit, my feelings, let's say it simply. These feelings, the relationship of my feelings to its source of existence requires the qualities of the creator to be taught. That is what I cannot know. I question that who is this God? But I come to myself and use my feelings, and accordingly I define it. But I have to understand that my feelings belong to him. So I need his guidance to me, how I can transfer my feelings into understanding, realizing the qualities of the creator of the feelings. Did you get it? It may be a little bit,
For example, if I see a lovely baby or something, in the sense of love, I could say that feeling of love is coming from my creator, of the one who gave me that feeling of love.
Why?
To tell me that he is the loving one.
Now, yeah, that is what you need. You need the guidance there, because I love my child. Yeah, my sense is needs to be created. I can still understand that, but what is the purpose of loving? But that is the purpose, that God is the one who gave this sense to you in order to get to know you. That is why we have to understand, that's how we should understand that the human spirit, ruh, human ruh, is directly coming from God, and it is in the created form. God is must be in the absolute form. How can I transfer the created form of my qualities into the absolute form and connect it to him and understand that the creator must be absolute? He is the absolute lover. He is the absolute, how do you say, hater, let's say, because anything wrong must be rejected. So the purpose of my existence needs guidance, but to know that my existence needs a cause, which is called God, doesn't need guidance. So those people think about it themselves without knowing what the Qur'an is saying, what Jesus is saying, or Torah is saying, whatever. They say, yeah, there must be something. So that's why they name it what? Nature. For example, Mother Nature. What is Mother Nature? I don't know, but there must be Mother Nature, something. You can ask them, is it something matter? No, it's Mother Nature is a kind of, how do you say, air-like thing, but within the universe. Again, that is why in the historical discussion, debate, whether reason can find God or cannot find. Of course, we have to make the distinction now. Let's not go and criticize people. They were trying to understand the reality of belief. That's why whether they make a right conclusion, they come to reach right conclusion or wrong conclusion, we have to appreciate them. Because they started, they paved the path for us to question, develop, and they are the founding fathers of these questions. But they may be, even, for example, the first time you are trying to learn something, and is it likely that you make lots of mistakes from the beginning? Only think to the mistakes that we are learning what is right. So we have to appreciate them, but after you learn now, you know this is right, this is wrong. You know how to do the thing, whatever you are trained to do. So the scholars, previous scholars, started the discussion, opened up, these are the problems that you must be aware of, but we understand that, for example, this statement is absolutely baseless. Can mind find God? Baseless. Yeah. Now we have to specify it, qualify it. Can mind find, understand itself, necessity of the existence of a creator? Sorry?
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Second.
Now, how about the qualities of this creator? How about the purpose of the existence of these qualities manifested within me in the created form, spirit? What are they? Well, how am I going to handle with my, car is there. Let's go back to a simple example. It works, but you need to be taught how to operate it. Now, anybody without referring to any divine guidance looks at the car and can he say car happened to be as a car accidentally? No, it says it must be designed by an engineer. You don't have to need the guidance from God to come to the conclusion that it needs an engineer or a set of group of people. So a team of engineers. No, you don't need guidance. But what am I going to do with this? How am I going to use it? How am I going to utilize it? For what purpose? To go to where? You need to ask the engineer of the car. Now, if we make this distinction, it is very easy to solve the whole classical dispute among the scholars. No, we can find God by reasoning. No, we don't. The philosophers take one attitude, and the scholars of Kalam in between, some of them here, some of them there. Mutazilite are, no, we can find it. Ash'arites, what the main line. Ash'arites say, no, we need. We understand this. Yep, Farah. Are you still on? Nadia, your mic is open. If you like to talk, go ahead. All right. Any further questions? All right. Now we're in.
Can I ask something really quick? And if it is unclear, maybe we can save it for later. So in a way, the ability to be aware of the creator is also saying that whatever that you experience and you feel, you attribute it to the creator. So that is shows a sense of awareness. That sense of awareness also means the same as having a relationship with the creator through those qualities. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the more one can be aware of attributing existence to the absolute source of being is also means the same thing as having a relationship or a deeper understanding of the source of being. It's the same act, like
Say,
practically speaking.
no. How, without the guidance, how can you define absolute, that the creator must be absolute? Now, your comment is okay, but it reminded me this question. Must be absolute, infinite, absolute being. So cannot be defined within the conditions of the universe or the created beings. So the qualities of the creatorship needs to be disclosed by divine guidance. That's why, for example, I'm created by God or by something. All right. Why did you create me? He must respond.
Yeah.
What am I expected to do here? Are you playing with me, giving life and then death? No. What are you doing? I don't know. That's why the Quranic examples of the prophetic lives, prophetic stories, are human analysis, human senses. If you do this, if you take this direction, if you take this direction, you will be like Moses, example. You will be like Pharaoh, example. Be careful how horrible they are. So you also have the attitude of what? Magicians who claim that I am doing it. But when you realize, when the guidance comes, Moses' stuff is what? Moses' message. When the Moses' message comes, they say, no, we cannot really challenge this one. So we have to submit. That's why prostration means accepting the message. Yeah. So we have to free ourselves from these cultural elements that how God asked to prostrate before Adam, and God asked, the brothers of Yusuf prostrated before him. But can we prostrate in front of man? It is very simplistic, superficial understanding of Quran. No. We have to be more serious. Right. Okay. I don't know whether it clarifies this kind of questions. So divine guidance is only, or can be brought into discussion only after realizing that I have the questions, and these questions, I cannot find the answer to these questions because my capacity is limited within the capacity of this causal chain of universe. Causal chain of universe doesn't give me the purpose of its existence. Why is it that? For example, tree is created. Okay, even if I accept that tree is created, so what? At the end, I'm going to die. At the end, it is going to die as well. What is the point of its existence? So the divine guidance comes. It is glorifying. It is exalting. It is praising. It is creator. That is how you can get the qualities of the creator, which is called in the Quran Esma, names of the creator, through its the way it functions. It is created. So study it. how it is created. When you study, you understand how wonderful the design it has, how beautiful the way it is created, how wise it is functioning, created in a functioning way. So how purposeful that the tree is functioning. Many, maybe, I mean, someone may say exaggeration, millions of different purposes in its existence. All of them must be utilized, employed to understand the qualities of its creator. That's what we learn from Qur'an, saying that everything in the universe glorifies its creator. It means me. Me means God, not Ali. Yeah, when the Quran says, just to know me, that's my main purpose, to know me, who I am. Who you are, who I am. No, don't claim anything. Everything you have belongs to me. So that's what your duty is, to acknowledge that everything I have belongs to him.
So I'm just put at the steering wheel.
Yeah, so the car is functioning perfectly. No, it is insured by its creator, maker.
And even that we cannot control. The steering
Yeah,
wheel.
steering wheel is also given to you.
Yeah.
The ability to use the steering wheel, it means free will. All right. We were intending to finish. Okay. My rejection will follow you until the day of judgment. It means resurrection day. It means you die. And when you are given another existence, which is not subject to time, which is not subject to, how do you say, getting old, worn out. No, it cannot get worn out. Now, you will understand who is the owner of everything and the purpose of your existence. You will fulfill that. But only the day of judgment, Yawmiddin. So Yawmiddin, we studied before, deen means paying your debt back to its owner, returning your qualities to its owner or not. You have to pay your debt now. What is the debt? Well, you have been given all the qualities and you didn't pay for anything for them. You didn't pay anything for them. You have been given all these qualities. Pay back. And revelation comes and says, how are you expected to pay back? That is what revelation helps me. How am I expected to pay? How can I pay? Yeah. So revelation teaches you, return it to me, use your qualities that I gave you in order to understand who I am, who is the owner of your car. Got it? That is the purpose. No, I am put in the driver's seat and, okay, you are free to use wherever the direction you want to go, and it doesn't use any fuel. I will take care of it, and it is insured by me. Don't worry about anything. No bills you will receive. Free. And then I said, why is this guy doing this favor to me? Huh? Why is that? Then, guy, do you want me to tell you? Yeah, so we have to do this after accepting that this car has an engineer. It is the first step, but really not much value. That's necessary step. Now you have to reasoning. Look, I am put in this driver's seat, and I am given the freedom to use it as I want, how fast, how small, so slow, and the direction. For what? Then I say, let me ask the engineer, the one who gave it to me. Now, that is why to know that the car must have an engineer is within my capacity. But what to do with it? Not within my capacity. That's why I have to look for the engineer. Hey, where are you? Who are you? Why did you give this car to me? Why did you favor this opportunity for me? It means, why did you create me? And we say, look, I'm giving it to you, whether you are grateful or ungrateful. Yeah. That is what the Quran explains now. It says, verse, ekfur. Yeah. Eshkur or ekfur. What? Sorry?
If you are grateful.
No, not if you are grateful. No. Whether you are grateful or you are. Now I have to remember the verse now. For example, this one. Let me remember the verse. Inshallah, Bismillah. Wow. When I think about it, every day I recite it, it still didn't come.
Someone shared in the chat box.
Sorry, did you share?
Isra shared, Imma Shakira.
There was another verse. Yeah, that is also enough. That's also enough. So whether you will say, this is my car, I can use it as I want, or why am I giving this car by the one, the engineer? I know there must be an engineer, I know. So this ability is necessary, that there must be an engineer, is necessary to know that I should look for the engineer to ask, why did you give it to me? Yeah, if I wasn't given the ability to understand that this car has an engineer, how can I ask the question, or how can I search for divine guidance? So I must have this capacity. Ask for divine guidance. It means the guidance of the engineer of my body. Come on, man. There was if this verse is beautiful enough, but I wondered why I didn't remember this verse here. Now, inna hedaynahu sabila imma shakiran wa imma kafura. We have guided the man a way, a road, whether he will be a grateful one or he will be an ungrateful one. That's up to him. So how can I be grateful? I don't know. I need guidance there. Yeah. But in order to search for the guidance, I'm repeating this maybe the third time today. In order to feel the need for guidance, I must be given the ability to acknowledge, to know that this car must have a conscious engineer. Otherwise, I don't have the means to feel the need for divine. That is mostly missed in the Muslim community because they say, we need divine guidance. Why? Well, the other one says, the humanists say, no, we don't need divine guidance. I know what is good, what is bad. For example, deists say, I know the universe is a creator. I don't need the prophet to tell me this. Maybe it is the prophets. That's why some philosophers claim that prophets are needed for ignorant, uneducated people. I know. The universe is they call it architect of the universe, the famous phrase they use. Definitely, I didn't read anything, I didn't hear anything, but the universe must have an architect. It's so perfectly designed. That's why the Christian creator, how do you say, creationists emphasize on the importance of the designer. They are right, but it is not much. It doesn't have much value.
So there's no need for guidance.
So yeah, because I can find the designer. So what? What shall I do?
That's not enough.
Yeah. And they say, afterwards, I followed them from a long time ago, and I'm still interested in there because they are working sincerely, and really we have to appreciate them. And also we have to take lesson from them. None of the Muslims are as vigorous as they are. So those people who are studying science, how can I utilize science in order to turn it into a tool that I must learn my purpose of existence? But designer is a correct concept, but unfortunately, not enough. Okay, let me read what Isra wrote. This is an outcome of my sustainer's bounty to test me as to whether I am grateful or ungrateful. Yeah, okay, should know that verily my sustainer is self-sufficient, most generous in giving. Yeah. Imma yashkuru li nafsihi wa man kafara fa inna rabbi ghaniyyun kareem. All right, inshallah. Thank you very much. There are lots of. The first verse is, we can study them, 76:3, and the one I read it is 70. No, yeah. Inna hadaynahu sabila imma shakran wa imma kafura. Yeah, correct. That was the verse I was looking for. Come on, I confused. Yeah. So I'm tired today. Yeah. The same thing I read it. So, all right. Oh, this attitude is condemned. All right. Yawmuddin. Okay, let's finish Yawmuddin. Yawm, sort of deen is comes from dain, debt. So we have to turn it back to its owner. Otherwise, we cannot pay back. I have nothing to pay back. If only, this is important, not attribute my existence to its creator that I paid. No. Although it is correct, but not enough. Yeah. I have to, now at this stage, I need guidance that I have to use them in order to know my creator and submit my abilities to him and get to know him. Get to know him. That is why the famous Quranic verse which says, Inna khalaqna liya'buduni. What was the beginning of? No. When I think about it, it doesn't come.
وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون.
Thank you. وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون. Yeah, I created, as far as we are concerned, human beings. I created you, human being, only to worship me. Yeah, only to. How can I worship him? Prayer, fasting. Come on, man. That is correct. But what is the meaning included in prayer and fasting? What is the meaning included in it? It means you have to get to know him. Ibn Abbas interpreted this verse. لِيَعْبُدُونِ means لِيَعْرُفُونِ وَلِيَعْبُدُونِ. Get to know me so that you will worship me according to you know me. Yeah. Otherwise, just to worship me is something in suspension. Well, we shouldn't reduce this worship only this prayers and ritualistic activities. But how am I going to turn these ritualistic activities into a conscious relationship with my Creator? And after doing the ritualistic activities, I will realize that this is also given to me by my Creator, this ability. So I have nothing to claim. That is what ad-din means. Return everything in order to get to know him. Now, yawm, again, yawm means when, or the day of judgment. Day. It means when, and not the question when. When you return it. Now, what is this time? It is important to know that when you realize the reality of the existence of everything, only then you can pay back. That is called, and in Nursi's language, hakika. It means the reality of the truth. So, with reality of the truth means, for example, this typical simple example, somebody comes to you with a bunch of flower. Now, you can acknowledge that this flower is given to me by so-and-so. All right. Is it anything? No, you have to see the reality of this action of bringing the flower to you. Establishing friendly relationship, appreciation, maybe interested in you, hopefully for the unmarried ones to get married. Yeah. Look, the reality behind the bunch of flower is nothing to do with flower, what it represents. Now, the reality of this universe, nothing to do with how it appears to be. When you realize that, what is the reality of the existence of this universe, that is your day. Only then you can pay back this yawm-id-din. Because it is important we keep reciting it in every unit of our prayer. Maliki yawm-id-din, Maliki yawm-id-din. What does it mean? Yeah. So when you look at the word, everybody will look at it. Now, simple example, tree. Now, this very simple example, you can look at everything, whatever it is. Now, tree, when you look at the tree, materialist person looks at the tree as it is physical appearance. physical actions. But what we are expected to do, to look at the tree, see the action, manifestation of the act of its creator with his infinite qualities, manifested in the actions. For example, if, I'm not, definitely not the right person, but if I sing a song, what you see, you don't see me. You see the quality of the song you are hearing from me. Now, you don't, your physical eye see it, but your intellect or your feelings appreciate the beauty or ugliness of the song. So rather than looking at the physical appearance, but we call it angelic side, meaning side of the creation is haqa'iqul haqiqa. It means the reality of the truth. It manifested itself in the universe. So we have to understand the reality of the truth. When we understand this, appreciate it, return it back to the creator, Yawmuddin is realized. Day of judgment, yes, I mean, not wrong, literally, it is true. But judging about what? Day, what is the day? So we need to understand this. Inshallah, let's stop here. My hope was to finish it, impossible. Oh, it is 7:22. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bi hurmati sirri surati al-Fatiha.